25. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On first down, Wilson. And his first pass is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Safety's creeping. Tight dog. Good luck for signals. Under crunch.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the twist. Deuce. Block that.
Now it's Carson. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
4 down.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Zebra.
Here's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, 49 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check, 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 check. He's coming, he's coming, he's hot fire.
Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. These two teams all tied after one. They run again on first down. Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. On second and 9. Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Mike. 380. Mike, 5-4. Bound to lose 1. 14, 14, fight it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 54.
Now it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now, Cousins, another example right there. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play really nice timing.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw is Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for... And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Coming to you, coming to you.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They run it again with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Cousins.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Cousins the thrower. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Forced out to his left. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They run, Cook, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing on second down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6". And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
It's complete to Diggs. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 28 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins, complete. It's Johnson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to air one out. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Return it to the 24-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. From the 31, Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He finds an opening past the 40. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Past the 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Off the play fake, Cousins. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Cousins on first down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. could have had our shutout.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. This is Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Look, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. You go tight. You got tight. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Now Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Carson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Hey, switch gears.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And this is caught. He hits more. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Myers able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check it hungry. 80 weapons. Under 10. 10. Let's go.
Back to throw. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's checking crap.
Here's Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Here's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Derrick Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. A first down carry for Henry.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 70, Indy. Ready?
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown there to make the grab, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was. able to get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Waiting. Mike 5-4. Go. Kill.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I have my...
Derrick Henry all alone. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big run there by Henry. 46 yards on the ground.
First down, Titans.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Kendricks coming in to drop him. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To throw is Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a 1st down past the 30 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Come on.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
He hits his running back, Crosice. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Right. 315. 54 Mike. Got it. You might. No. Off. Spot. Alert. No.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And Walker has it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Check. Fresno. 29. Check 29.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighters. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, there have been stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's caught by Hollister. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone, touchdown Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 89 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Set. 60 outlaw. Check. Switch it. Come here, switch it now.
On first down, Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
50, play. Switch. Rock it. Get it.
Again, it's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
60 Pittsburgh. Get him. Two-jet bomber.
Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
90 Wolf.
They'll run it again with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, it's caught, block it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 31. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Wilson now going to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll run the screen with Carson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a give right side. It's Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
We go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll toss it to Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like
he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. And they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You said that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
What? Who's 53, Mike. Tighten up.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The safety, Morgan Burnett, that time gets home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wilson to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 27.
They run it with Carson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the Browns' 29-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Throwing is Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Switch gears. Slam.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defense.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. The throw over the middle, taken in.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
I got it. No pass, no pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Browns drive about to get started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Kill.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Able to find Harris, complete. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble, and the Seahawks have picked it up. These two teams all tied after one.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check. Shoot. All go special.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. On 1st down, Procise. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, These pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A run for Nick Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
From the 38, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Let's go double count right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. David Moore, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
That's right. Mulaney. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Alert. Check starts.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st down, Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the 29, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack there by Rasheem Green. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 27 yards there, a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hey, I'm 133.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield to throw it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Chubb. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. That's another great play to come away with the football.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Come get some. Come on.
Wilson. He's got Lockett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Keeps himself upright. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The rush. Numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, pick your game up.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.